And
obviously
when I started seeing her doing things, that's when I was, I
yeah,
was
and you
like,
started seeing her doing things, but
good
then at the
things,
same
but
time,
then
you
it,
saw her doing things that counteracted those same things, and those
yeah,
habits never die. And
yeah,
here's the thing, you can't make somebody's habits die. You can be supportive, but if you being supportive is something that she doesn't like or makes her uncomfortable about it, then
she's
you need to
always
wash your hands of it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, then fucking wash your hands of it to start with. Fucking roll on, brother. Congratulations. You just had a fucking tumor taken out and you didn't even realize it was a tumor yet.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
This
roll
is my
on, bro.
first relationship,
After the
full-on
marriage.
relationship, pretty much
Yeah,
since my
it's
divorce. I
yeah, and
chose to be single for a long time to figure out exactly what I'll deal with and what I needed to work on.
you know what? That's great that you took time for yourself, and it's shitty that the first time back you got burned.
That's
But
why I didn't want to. I was like, I don't know. I've been single almost 5 years on purpose.
and you know what? Here's the thing: you got to ask what you're happier about, what you're happiest with, and like what makes you happy. Like, do you want to be in a relationship because you feel like you need to be in a relationship because that's just what people do, or are you
Well, I mean,
happier
you're
not
meant
fucking
to be.
dealing
We're
with it?
meant to have a partner. That's how God
Okay,
created us. So yes, I did miss having a partner. I did miss that, your best friend and all that stuff. Of course, I missed that.
well, and were you missing like a friend?
No, I don't want a
Because
friend.
like
I want it more than a friend.
well, yeah, and you can want more than a friend, but at the same time, like, if you're personally still not, like, I'm just making sure you weren't going into this, like, and I wasn't miscoding your motivation here. But, like, bro, like, if you're not happy alone, if it's a case like you're not happy, then you need to address, like, what you need to be happy, right?
Yeah,
But if you're
and I mean, I
happy,
was fine. I was just missing that, and then I mean, okay, between me and her, it was just friends. I had no thoughts of this. Friends, someone that she really needed to be there, and I was happy to be there for her, and we got along. We hung out often, all the time, and in fact, I hung out with her for a year straight before I even went down that road, which is
Who
not
who
like me.
who initiated going down that road?
50, she kind of, because she didn't
Not
really know what we were, right?
okay, wait. Did she when I say this, oh man, did she bring up the conversation? Did
Who
you
asked who
make a
out? I
move on
asked her
her?
out.
You asked her out.
Yeah,
Okay. So
after a year.
realistically you were friends. Was this before or after she asked like what you guys were or some shit?
Did I ask her out way after that?
Did you ask her out before that or after that?
Oh, way after that. So when I when she
she
had that
so
conversation, what
she
are we? And I go,
she
well, nothing. But you know what?
she initiated the what are we conversation first.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm trying to see here. Because it comes down to like were you actively like trying to seek out a relationship or was like did she
I
and
didn't
I'm
know what
saying
I
it was
wanted.
her,
I was
but I'm
kind of
saying
okay
like
with friends and fun. Like I was like not trying to be serious.
were you
'Cause,
fucking were you friends with
yeah,
benefits at some point?
absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so there was your first mistake. Your first mistake.
Probably.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt way too many goddamn times.
I know.
The friends with benefits, you never like it doesn't matter if like it was not even an official friends with benefits, but like if it just kind of turned into that or whatever. But
Yeah, it
it
did. I,
never
I,
like
I wasn't even
when
gonna do it, and
yeah, when
she
it
wanted
ever
to.
like it turns into yeah, if it ever turns into that, you never date that person.
And
You
I
never
didn't.
like
But we
because
end up just hanging out all the time,
well, you
being
did.
there
You
for each
eventually
other.
did. You
And
eventually did. And that's the thing is when
and then
you
I end up
eventually
having
do
feelings
with
for
that
her.
person.
And then
Mhm.
we both end up loving each other.
Yeah,
So
but that shit never stays because the whole relationship to start with was based on you had a friendship and then it turned into lust and then the relationship came after the lust came.
yeah.
And when
I
that
thought I thought this
happens,
was I thought this was gonna be different. That's why I was like waiting an entire year of
it is
getting to
never
know someone.
it is never The game is never different. When I say the game, I don't mean like as like
And
a
you know
game
what
or anything like
sucks?
that. But
I
the
didn't know.
rigmarole
I
and
didn't know
bullshit
she
and the
was an
stupid maze.
alcoholic till I had finally had feelings for her. I just
Yeah,
thought she just
you
drank
never
every
did.
now and then. She didn't think she was an alcoholic, and we found out, nope, she's 100% alcoholic with
Oh
problems.
yeah, oh yeah. Then and see, and that's the whole
That
thing.
if I
When you
knew that
realize,
from the day I met her, we would have had some conversations. But I didn't know. I
oh yeah,
thought she was just a casual drinker like everyone,
and
right?
yeah,
Nope,
and then when
I
you find
found
out
out.
though,
And then
when
she
you
was a
find that
totally
out,
different person when she got sober.
yeah, and when you find out like who she is, and that's a big red flag too.
It's
Like when people
frustrating.
change up, when their whole personality changes up like
Yep.
that because they were drinking or because whatever,
Yeah.
that's a big problem because that means that they're a person.
It was a coping
that,
mechanism. She
Mhm.
used it
Ding ding.
for stress. And
Yep,
and I
that's
tell her that's the worst kind of drinking.
that's
I'd
the
rather you
worst
drink
kind
for
of
fun
drinking.
than you
Yep.
drink when something goes bad. So if my mother
Yeah.
dies tomorrow, I should just go on a drinking binge? No. I'm not
Yeah, and
stupid. I'm an
and
adult.
exactly. Stop. See, there you go. There you go, right there. And
Oh,
that's
life's
what I'm saying.
hard.
When,
No, I get it. Okay, fine. Everyone's
it
different.
doesn't matter that it's hard.
Get
Oh,
over
that's
it.
hard. Grow the fuck up. Everything's hard in life. Like,
And things were
No.
hard, so she had to start drinking again because her friend died.
yeah, exactly. Because she's a fucking child with no goddamn stress mechanism.
older
and
than
doesn't know
me.
how to act.
She's older
Doesn't
than me.
matter. Age does not matter. You can be an old goddamn man and still act like a fucking child. Like, nah.
And I guess that's where the confusing part, trying to get to know her and go through like things that like I just talked to you. I was like, I've never been with someone that these are actual issues. How do I go about this?
Because you don't.
But
That's the
everything
answer.
else, the most frustrating
Doesn't
part about
matter.
this night, everything else was perfect that I have issues with every other person I've been with are not there. The adult stuff is there. And it's like, what do I do? I don't want
It's
to badger
frustrating.
her. I don't want to push her, but I am doing that.
Yeah,
and,
you don't want to.
and then I make her look
you don't wanna
bad.
Push her, but you don't need to. Here's the thing.
And then I belittle her, not by, I don't mean to.
somebody, if someone can't adult, think about it like this, right? If they can't adult, then that doesn't make you their significant other. It makes you a parent, because that's what they need is fucking parenting, and they haven't gotten it yet. And if you have to parent somebody, you never want to fuck them. Ever. Because it's going to go south.
So why do we break up? Because I made some mistakes and I had to parent
You
her.
broke up because
I had to parent her.
You had to parent her. Because
But I
and
did
she-
make mistakes, but I also want to take ownership. How else do you get better for,
No, and that's
the next
fine.
one?
You know, you make mistakes in a relationship, and you can take ownership of your mistakes. But here's the thing: is in the long term of this, your biggest, your 100% biggest mistake with this was getting in this relationship to start with because you fudged on what was important.
But isn't it also hypocritical because I'm trying to be an adult and now
That's
I'm living in the
fine.
basement, almost 40 years old. I
You know what?
no longer have a good job. I'm trying to find a government job now. I deliver.
And guess what, though? It comes down to the values of it.
But that's
Like,
not
it's
what
not
she
hip- it's not
values.
hip-
She values
it's not hip-
accomplishment, and I'm not accomplished with anything now.
Exactly.
My
Well,
previous
it doesn't
accomplishments
matter.
don't matter.
Because what you value needs to be what the other person values. And if what you value isn't what the other person values, then it doesn't work to start with. All you're doing is you're putting fresh spackling and stuff on a wall on a building with a shifty foundation. Like the shit's gonna crack and crumble no matter what the fuck you do and no matter how much spackle you add on. And the more you add on, the heavier the wall gets and the faster it's actually gonna fucking break off. So, like, realistically,
I can't join
Like-
my fucking server.
this just started in a spot where it didn't need to start with, man. Like, your biggest mistake was even going down the road to start with. And that's fine, because what happened at the end of this is it's bit you in the ass and it's taught you a lesson. Like every bad relationship does. because no matter what happens, like, we are a sum of our experiences, and we learn from our experiences. If you don't learn from your experiences, you're just a fucking idiot. I mean, pure and simple.
Yep.
And you gotta,
and this is brand and I guess the hardest thing, you know, for me going through this and trying to not give up and, you know, be together for nearly a year or whatever is these are brand new things. I've gotten used to know how to deal with so many things that are problems for over 30 years, right? And this brand new one I've never dealt with, and it's like, holy crap, I don't even have ammo for this. I don't even know how to go about this. I guarantee you I'm going to go wrong, and I did go wrong. I made her cry, you know, and it's
she's a fucking child. Yeah, dude, fuck it. Like, don't be down on yourself. Shit happens.
It's kind of hard to.
These are new lessons that you've learned. This is a new set of lessons that you've learned. And now you just got to look. You have nothing else to do but look forward to the future and what you can do from here out. Put it behind you. Take a breath. Realize, and I don't mean like literally take a breath. I'm just saying, like, in general, mentally take a breath and realize that it's done and over with. It's behind you. And the only way it's going to be back in front of you again is if you put it back there. This is a fresh start. None of that matters anymore. None of it. Not a fucking thing of it. What matters is that you learn from it. And at the same time,
she needs to also have a brain. You can't live on your own now without making a certain amount of money and have child support. She needs to just get off my ass.
Yeah, then, see?
And I guess I'm also more upset because she's met my family. They like her. They had a great time. We've gone through all that,
and she was fake as fuck, and you've gone through all that
I don't know. And then the whole time, you know, because she's mad and sad and all these things that I didn't know that she had building up, but she didn't say she did. She's like, I shouldn't come over. I shouldn't come over to your house. You live with your parents. What is, you know how many people do, how normal that is now today because of how expensive life is?
I want you to stop and think about something for a second.
But I mean, part of her has a point. So if I find someone else and I'm still living in the basement, dude.
No, it doesn't matter if she has a fucking point. Stop. It doesn't matter if she has a point. Because you need to stop and think about something like this. Do you want to spend every day of your life with somebody who is going to take something that's in a part of your life and a part of your situation that damn well everyone would know that, you know, you're not proud of, and then throw it in your fucking face at any goddamn point? Why would you want to spend every day with that person? Why would you want to spend any day with that person? All that person is doing is using something in your life as ammunition against you.
And she didn't have a car for almost a year.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'd even butcher her for it either.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't, because exactly. Anyone that does that, fuck them. And that's an unacceptable behavior to start with. So it doesn't matter if they had a fucking point. If they wanted to have an issue with it or say something about it or think there was a way to go around it with you, they needed to talk about it and say, hey, you know, this is the living situation that you're in. I really want to get you out of this situation. Let's do this about it. Right? And
I mean, she kind of had talks like that, but I mean, you know, I told her where I'm going to try and go with it, you know? Yeah, and I even said at the end of this year,
if they don't put in any, if the
you know, we could look at a place together if we're still good.
If the person doesn't put in any effort, right? And they have those type of convictions and they aren't putting in like a bunch of effort in order to actually make that change, it's not worth dealing with.
I mean, how does she make that change? That's not her responsibility. That's mine.
It's not her responsibility, but here's the thing is she makes it her responsibility when she has a problem with it enough to bitch to you about it. That's when it becomes their responsibility. If you have a problem with my living situation...
So get me a job or get me a better place, but that seems condescending.
It doesn't matter. Oh. You're the one that has the problem with it. If you have a problem with it, and it's enough of an issue in which you're going to bring it up to me, then you need to work with me in a way to get it fixed. I'm more than willing to put in the effort, and if I don't put in the effort, I completely understand if that's an issue for you, and then you want to bring it back up again and whatever. But if you're not going to put in, like, if I'm going to put in the effort into this, and it's something that's an issue for you, and you care about the relationship, because when you care about a relationship, you care about the other person's issues, If you're going to care about this enough to bring it up and make it an issue with me, then logically you would be somebody that would care enough to put in an effort to help me with it. And if not, that already shows they're just bitching about it and they're not willing to put in the work, which isn't somebody that's worth spending time with to start with.
And I have shit at her place.
That sucks.
I know, and I don't know if she's gonna drop it off at work or if I have to go down there. I even have stuff that's sentimental since I was a kid that needs to come back, and I told her the first thing and she never replied that you need to bring that back.
Well, don't tell her you need to bring that back. Just say, hey, when's the time for me to get my shit? Like,
Yeah.
don't make it her problem. It's your shit. Go get your if you want it, go get your shit and go. And if she wants to be nasty about it, if you have any of her shit and she doesn't want to come get it, then she can fuck off. Because I can tell you right now, that's going to be her opinion of it too.
Yeah.
So, like,
well, with me out of the picture, I wonder if she'll still try and better herself, or if she'll just now throw everything out that she doesn't have someone to try and hold her accountable.
That's an interesting thought, brother. But guess what? Who gives a fuck? Not you.
I guess because I'm human and care. But
it ain't your
part of
problem,
me's like, you know, now that you've done this, you're probably going to go to jail.
Yeah,
because
guess what?
you have no one to hold you, and you're going to make a mistake.
Wash your hands of it, brother, because it's not your problem. They're a grown adult. They are adult enough to make their own decisions, and they've made that decision for themselves. That's on them, not you. You can't control what people are going to do.
No, you can't.
All it comes down to is trying to guide them towards, you know, what you would view to be or feel to be the correct way to go.
And that's what I tried to do, but it made her think like I was putting myself on a pedestal, like I'm perfect. Yeah, and I'm not perfect, but the things, apparently that was the biggest thing, because we never talked about it till tonight. She goes, this is what I value and this is what you value, and our values don't meet up. We've never said that single thing in the entire time we've known each other of almost 2 years.
She's a fucking child. And probably fucking doing something on the side.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, not someone's, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. But just go get your shit and wash your hands of it. I'm gonna grab something to snack real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
You get on Div already?
I'm trying to get on Power World. I wanted to grab my freaking ore.
Have you just tried, or have you just tried? Did you already restart your server?
Uh-huh. I've even talked to an employer, whatever, and he says there's an issue with Pal World this past week. We already know that. Some work, some don't. It's been up and down for most people. It says active, but I can't join. And then he replies, most people can't even get their server in the first place. So I need to now reply. Because obviously compensation was discussed, and we need to discuss that. I'm not fucking paying for something that's down for a whole week. Now I'm going to bring up compensation. And you know what I would do in my past? My first thing I would do when I have a bad breakup or whatever, I would eat boxes of drumsticks, which I can't do. I'm on keto.
Oh. Doritos? You're cutting up.
Yeah, hold on. I just hit my remote. Damn it. Hold on. Hurry up. And I'm supposed to be up early in the morning, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get to sleep, to be honest. And today, or Saturday, is the day that I always drive to see her. So, of course, that's going to hit me when it gets to that point at work, out of normalness. But yeah, I would eat tons of drumsticks, you know, the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Like tons. One of my favorite. Obviously be depressed. And probably try and find someone as fast as I can.
Yep, rebound.
But no, I'm almost 40 years old. I need to be an adult. I need to get over it. And I'm on keto. If I was on keto, I probably would do something with one of my favorite sweets. I know it's not quite an adult, but I probably would. Whether I'm buying a box of a dozen donuts or whatever, but I'm on keto. I can't do anything.
I mean, bro, you just went through a breakup. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
No, man. It's... See what I mean? Discipline. I'm being an adult. I chose something I'm going to do. It's almost a month. I said minimum I was going to do a month. I just lost someone I love, and I can't even eat sweets.
Nay.
I'm having to be an adult.
Props to you.
Fucking. I want a donut. I want my favorite chocolate rochers. You know, I have 50 of them waiting for me in the freezer.
What,
the huge.
Rocher?
Yeah, I have the huge one that carries 50 of them in a glass case. They're in the freezer. It's the first candy I'm going to eat when I'm done with keto. And I'm debating if I'm going to go longer than a month, depending on how I feel, because my father is trying to lose 30 pounds, and he's now been on it for 3 days. So I'm sure it would help us both doing it, you know, together. I had no one to do it with, and I'm sure it would help him. So if I'm still feeling good-ish, whatever, maybe I'll try and go another month or see how long till I give up. But the main goal was, I'm going to do it for a month. Oh, everyone thinks you're going to fail in a week. All right, I'll prove you wrong. I'll do it for a month. Damn it, why can't I just do a little bit of Power World, get my endorphins going?
You enjoy my buddy's server.
I wanted all that work I put into it. They're just not working. Let's see if he responded. Well, here's someone that responded out of frustration. So... They put in a ticket, and they haven't been refunded in 5 days. Granted, their server hasn't worked. My server's actually worked. Oh crap! They got a warning saying overdue payment, and she goes, "What kind of reason is that? Is that how you refund someone?" First of all, I bought the server 5 days ago. How is that overdue? I don't get this company. Just give me my money back. Yeah, how do you?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's an error. How dare you tell one of your customers you're overdue and you just bought a server? Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to try restarting one more time, and I guess I'll get on Division or whatever.
Like I said, I can get you the server info. He doesn't have a password on it.
Yeah. Oh.
Only thing you have to do is level again and get pals. Because my
Yeah.
base, I'm already at level 32. Alright, B-Guard. Pretty sure I took that skill off of you. Nothing like getting attacked and then your B-Guard fucking suicide bomber, whoever's attacking you.
Oh yeah, before I lost my train of thought. So not only would I do that, right? Find someone really quick. So stupid. It's so immature. All that ice cream, right? And then I would buy like half a dozen video games to get my endorphins going through the roof and something to do for the next month straight because there's a new game every week. And I don't want to do that, but that's what I'm urging to do. I'm about to pull out my credit card and buy every game I was slightly thinking about.
Yeah, don't do that.
I know. But that's my first thought right now. I guess that's better than doing drugs, right? I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah, but you can't fall like could be worse-isms.
Yeah.
Your girl could have been a crackhead. Could be worse.
That's interesting, I guess. Actually, maybe it would be better if they were a crackhead. At least they're adults that try. At least the ones I met. My roommate was the left tackle for the Eagles at the time at rehab. We had a lot of stuff in common. He had an issue with cocaine and something else.
Fentanyl, heroin, crack.
My issue was depression more than anything, and then drinking only because I started to use it because I didn't want to feel anything. My server's up. Yay. What was I going to say? So I would drink, not for fun. I would drink on purpose. Like I would purposely starve myself and have bottles next to my bed and just drink because I didn't want to feel anything.
Bro.
And I caught myself. I'm the one who, I was like, I need help. This is not me. I need to be mature about this. I'm having panic attacks. I can't go to work. I hate everything. My life is miserable. I need to make a change. I need to get some help. And I did. I did this on my own. I stopped before I became a super alcoholic and put myself through rehab. And now if I want to have a drink, I haven't in a long time, I can easily do it. Totally fine. Because I stopped myself from becoming a full-on alcoholic. My main issue was depression. These people, like my ex now, they're way past that. They're a full-on alcoholic. Huh?
Their issue is addiction.
Yeah. I mean, we all have addictions. I like certain video games. I like certain food. I like sex, and I kind of wish I kind of didn't. Because that's one of the root of all evils for sure. But
we all like that. And there's being addicted to it as a whole other thing. And having an addictive personality as a whole other thing.
I think in some ways I do have an addictive personality, just to different things. Like I just said, I just had a breakup. Now I want to go buy 5 games. Like I want to. Like I still
Oh.
might. I want to. I have the money. I want to. Even though I'm trying, save money to get my own place, which is one of the exact reasons we broke up, because I live at home with mommy and daddy. I love my family. They've helped me through a lot. This is a great opportunity. How many people would turn this away? The entire basement's mine. I have my own workroom. I have my own living room, my own bathroom, my own spare bedroom if I want to have a friend over. This is mine. And rent isn't super high. So yeah, it's nice. I haven't, had to have this. I've had to barely make a couple hundred extra bucks living on my own, barely affording anything in a small apartment. Now I got a mansion on the bottom floor. That's mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I shouldn't be living at home. And I already said my goal is to leave this year. So I'm really hoping I can get a good government job to really start saving much faster. And maybe get a lawyer, and maybe get my child support lowered if something doesn't go wrong. And my goal is to move out this year. Even though everything here is great, I also want to. I have wings. I need to fly. I've been on my own for 15 years. I'm almost 40, and now I'm back at home. I never thought I would be back at home in my entire life. But
You need to make sure before you go do anything with child support that you know ahead of time whether it's going to go up or down. Because a lot of motherfuckers go to try to get their child support lowered and get it fucking raised.
yeah, I said something like that, and everyone disagrees, thinking, "Oh no, there's no way they can raise it, especially with how much money you
ain't
make
true.
now." And I'm like,
if you're fucking broke, or like you were making a lot more before you got divorced, then maybe I could see it.
that's why I'm thinking maybe it'd be okay, and it'd be better for me to do this now while I have a shitty job, even if I have to pay a lawyer a couple $100 or whatever, because I have a shitty job right now. I mean, it's shitty in the way it sounds, but if we had the correct amount of money we're supposed to be getting, it's the easiest, really good money making job. There are some Saturdays I work, I make $400. That's more than somebody fucking drilling. That's more than somebody being a welder, dude. A starting welder, $20 an hour. I'm making almost 40 some dollars an hour just delivering pizza. But it's not every day. So
exactly.
I can't rely on it.
You gotta
Right.
average it out.
Right.
Right.
But if it was every day,
average out
I
like
even told my
5
boss, if this was every day, I'll sign a 2-year contract. I don't care what anyone says. I'll do this for 2 straight years. $40 an hour as a driver? Yeah, I absolutely will, right? But it's not all the time. Shoot. 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 Oh, my goodness. Oh. That's why I originally didn't. That's originally why I didn't date. I didn't try to go there. I was just friends, hanging out. Like, I didn't even have the thought process of even trying. Like, not even kissing, not even touching. Like, even being a little bit further away, even on the couch. Like, all those things in the beginning. Because I was like, I don't want to do what I normally do. I want to do this different. And that's why I thought it was going to be different. Because I took it different so much in the beginning.
Route.
But
Yeah, but
But then I didn't know I had to parent.
Yep.
I know I'm not perfect. I know I complain. I know I have issues. But I at least know if I can't sleep or I'm not getting sleep, I suck it up and I go to work. I don't make excuses for not cleaning. I don't make excuses. I'm having a rough day, so I'm not going to clean my apartment for a week. Oh, I've been stressed, so I didn't clean today. Oh, I've just been too stressed, so I'm not going to eat. Oh, I just can't. Really?
You know what that's called? That's called a fucking whiny ass.
But then when I don't get my way, I kind of throw kind of a fit. I get pissed off. I don't know how to deal with that. And she calls it me throwing a 2-year-old fit.
Yeah. That's just belittling to start with and argumentative. It doesn't help the situation.
Even if she's right, and I try not
Yeah, I mean
to.
that's what I'm saying. Like even if even if she's right, like that's still just a cunt fucking thing to say.
Yeah. Because I did it a lot in my marriage, but that's a whole nother story. That was rough. That was duh. But we both learned huge values from our marriage. Not her, but me and my ex-wife.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course.
I think we valued the same things, but we did not look at marriage the same way, and we didn't want to raise our daughter the same way, and it was not going to work.
Oh yeah, see that was stuff that like for my wife and I, like we met online actually.
Yeah, all of these. I mean, that's the only way to really do it today, unless you get lucky at work. It's literally the only way to have time to do it. I don't want to go to bars. That's stupid. I don't want to do those things. You know. And we're not kids anymore. You don't meet up at the mall. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't have if you don't have a big group of friends. You're not meeting. Online is the easiest. You swipe. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, something in common. Yeah, let's go for a date. See what happens. That's literally it. And 9 times out of 10, though, you're just gonna have sex and move on to someone else all the time. That's what's gonna happen.
It depends. It depends on now. See, that's the thing. Is like it depends on what you're going into there for, and if you're upfront about it. Like if you're upfront about the shit, then it's not really that much of an issue.
Yeah, and I was upfront. I was like, I don't know if I want a relationship right now. Fun, maybe. I don't know. Let's just play it by ear. Before, it was like, no, I just want a straight relationship. I want something. So
that's what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Don't stick your dick in her for at least 3 months. It'll let you know if they're crazy or not.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so I haven't been on my server in almost 2 days, and they only had enough ore for like 60 ingot. That's ridiculous. What'd you do for 2 days? Is it because server issues?
If they were ore miners, well that, and if they were ore miners, if no one was nearby, they don't render, so they don't do anything.
Oh, so server issues and that sucks.
So, yeah, what we're trying to figure out right now, there's a server punish option. We turned it off and it's on the other server, and it still was doing issues. What I think it is basically whenever the server loads in, it loads in all the pals that are part of the bases.
Yeah.
But it loads them in as in, like, they exist in the system.
Yeah.
And they're, so their stats are ticking, like their hunger and whatever.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, the issue is when you're not near them, they don't render in. And because they don't render in, they don't move to the food box to eat.
Oh.
So they just sit there and starve.
I'm upset. It took me over an hour to log into the server, and then they didn't even do anything. Now I want to log out of the server out of frustration. I am.
I have to say, man, the server I've been on, they're doing longer egg timers, not like busted long, but like if you have like a huge egg,
Yeah.
it takes a while, or like a large egg.
I just got sick of waiting, the server going down and whatnot, but I get why people would do it. I just got sick of it.
Yeah, see, this server doesn't really go down that often.
Yeah.
Almost ever, actually. I think it's
guess I'll
gone down
just-
twice today.
I think I'll just farm. I don't know if this is going to give me endorphins or not. I'll just farm bullet on Memorial. We do it in like 5 minutes flat. It's fucking insane. Hey, agent. Sorry if I feel off or depressed. It's not a good night, so it is what it is. But how dare you say you're not going to come over? You're not going to drive here. But I drive an hour to Denver. Just because my family lives here. And my family leaves us alone. This is a huge house, dude. It's got 3 floors. Like, and she's got her own room.
She's just being a cunt.
Yeah, Xbox is not working. Get new friends? No, it's not about... Oh, okay. I read that wrong. Yeah, I would get new friends. I mean, some weight seems lifted off, but then I just feel really just like distraught. Like, really bad. Not necessarily depressed per se. I just feel... I feel really off. Like something's not right. Something's not right.
Well, something's different.
Yeah. And I'm kind of mad games I want to get on this spending spree aren't even on sale.
Get fucked.
Why can't stuff just be on sale? Like, let's, like, even for, because we're still up in the air. If Suicide Squad in-game's amazing, it might be worth it. But we're really worried about the game.
I mean, I don't.
Like, really worried about it.
Bad or not?
Well, it's a live service game. There's the first fail. I know. But it's got Rocksteady.
That does not matter.
I mean, it should matter a little bit.
Does not at all.
A little bit?
Nope.
Just a little?
Nope.
No?
Rock steady, more like fucking rock shaky.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.